Good morning, Cancer, or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where in the world you are and what day it is you are watching this video. Welcome in. This is for you if you have Cancer as your sun sign, your moon placement, your rising, which is also known as your ascendant, or your Venus placement, or any other significant placement. Just listen and take what resonates. Let's get a general message for those who have Cancer. Hang on just a second. Cancer as a significant placement. General message for you, please. By the way, thank you, Brianna, for the sweet, kind words. Appreciate you. Here we go, Team Cancer. General message for you. General message for Cancerians. Here we go. Here we go, my Cancer cuties. What's going on with you guys? Here we go. Here we go. What's wrong? Empress in reverse, 3 of Wands, Chariot. Okay. You may be feeling stagnant or not. You may not be feeling yourself like off. Okay. Empress in reverse. You may be feeling like you may be having some confidence issues even. But I kind of feel like I see you working on those with the 3 of Wands and the Chariot. I feel like you're going to get your groove back. That's literally your card in the outcome in the upright. Cancer, the Chariot card is a mover and a shaker. So you may be feeling a little bit stagnant right now. You may be feeling not up to par, not yourself, kind of maybe even in the blues. You may feel like you've experienced a disaster, even with that Empress card in the reverse, maybe gone through a breakup, kind of questioning yourself a little bit. What did I do wrong? Why wasn't I good enough? But I think you're going to heal that and realize that it wasn't you, that you're fine. Maybe it was just the wrong person, wrong situation, wrong scenario. You're overcoming it. The Chariot card doesn't come out in the upright for a weenie. No, this is not a wuss card. This is a badass right here, Cancer. And that's your card in the upright. This is you eventually in the outcome stepping up and overcoming, and I'm proud of you for that. This can be a card of waiting on better, can be a card of self-healing, can be a card of manifesting. That's the bridge from this Empress reverse to the badass that I see you becoming, right? So I like that. For some of you, you may be getting a new car, traveling, okay, working on your car, okay, maybe a reminder is needed. But you may relocate even, okay? But, definitely some pretty good cards in the outcome on that general message for you. Hey, Michaela, Keisha. Hey, Cancerian girl. Hey, Natalia Davis. Hey, Life Good. What's up, Mimi? How you guys doing? Hey, Blue Bonas. I hope that's how I say your name right. All right, Cancer. Don't forget to drop a like, by the way. All right, let's look at job, money, and career. Let's see what my Cancerians need to know about job, money, and career. Let's see what's up. Hey, Guy. Hey, Sheetal. How are you? Thanks for saying hello, everybody. Job, money, and career for Cancerians. Job, money, and career. What do you need to know, Cancer? What do you need to know, Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you need to know, loves? What do you need to know? Job, money, and career. Job, money, and career. Page of Cups. You got some news coming in here, long awaited. Finally coming in. Hell yeah. I think you got some news about job. Could be a raise. I kind of feel that way. It's long overdue. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I think you've been waiting on it for a while, but the 8 of Pentacles in the upright, it's more money. Could be a raise. Could be getting recognition. Could be a new job. Could be a promotion. But definitely some good news. Maybe it's something like a performance eval, and maybe it's long overdue for a raise or something of that nature. But the 8 of Pentacles is like being recognized for hard work. All right. Being recognized and rewarded financially for hard work, for paying attention and to detail of what you're doing, to really, really, taking pride in your work, what you do. This could be whether you are self-employed or not. Okay. For some of you, if you're self-employed, I feel like the money is going to pick up. And to be honest, with that 7 of Pentacles in reverse, what I feel like is a lot of you Cancers have had a lull related to job as far as money. Okay. You've had kind of a spot where you're like, God, I think you've been trying to be patient, right? That sort of thing. Some of you may have been looking for a job. That could be that. Okay. But I feel like you've tried to be patient through this. And I feel like because you have been consistent, steady in whatever your approach, whether you're looking for a job or you're doing a job, whichever, your hard work, Cancer, paying off here. All right. And your patience paying off. Okay. Your tenacity, your consistency. I love that for you, Cancer. I love that. Hey, Sister Crow, how you doing? All right. So let's talk about romance. Let's shift gears a little bit. Romance for the Cancerians. By the way, I have a flash sale going on personal readings. FYI, I don't know how long, probably a day or two. Okay. But you can book those using the link below this video. All right. And if you're in the chat, it's at the top of the chat. All right. So romance, the person on your mind, Cancer. What's going on with the person on your mind? Let's get a vibe check on that. Vibe check on the person on your mind. Here we go. Vibe check on the person on your mind. What's going on with that, Cancerians? Let's say Cancer cuties. What's going on with the person on your mind? What's going on with the person on your mind? Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. The World card. 10 of Pentacles. But the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is kind of interesting here. You both are invested in, your person's invested, but for some reason this hasn't been going anywhere. There's a bit of stagnancy here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The World card in the upright is kind of an interesting card. It can mean so many different things. It's kind of like what I'm getting with this thing is that you guys have been hung up in a kind of a repeating pattern. You're both, I feel like your person's invested, and clearly you are. We wouldn't be talking about it. They wouldn't be on your mind, so they wouldn't come to mind when I was doing this reading, right? But I feel like there has been this pattern, a repeating pattern, and it seems like you overcome it with the World card here. But then maybe it has repeated again when you felt like you guys were going to overcome this thing or had overcome it or gotten over the worst of it. And then boom, maybe it repeats again. I want to get a little bit more on this Wheel of Fortune. Okay. What's going on with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Why are things stuck here? Why are things stuck here in this? I want to say it may be a pattern. 3 of Wands, 2 of Cups. They love you. You love each other. King of Cups and Rare. They love you, Cancer. 3 of Wands here. You know what I think is going on here for some of you is this. Maybe this person isn't expressive of how they feel. Okay. I almost feel like I know they're invested. I'm getting that very clearly here. I mean, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. We've got the 2 of Cups here. Okay. They feel like you're their person. 3 of Wands. And I feel like you're in this place where you haven't given up on this thing. I think you know they love you. I think you flat out know they love you. All right. And I don't think you've given up hope because you know they do love you. But the thing is they're not really expressive. Maybe they come off cold. Oh, that's tough for Cancers, right? Y'all, this is my Venus sign. I know, like, you know, Cancers are very nurturing people, but we also like to be nurtured. Fun fact, right? Yes, we are the nurturers of the zodiac, okay, but we also like to be nurtured as well. And even though you know they love you, maybe they just don't have that nurturing energy like you do. And I would be willing to bet, Cancer, that for a lot of you guys, you have had conversations about this with this person. Maybe. I don't know. If you have not, bear in mind, they can't read your mind. Okay. And that's hard because, you know, we all want people to do this stuff naturally. But sometimes maybe we just need to, you know, speak up. Right. And if you have, well, then that's, you know, that's another thing entirely. But if you have not, then it's fair that you should. Okay. Wow, thanks for the feedback, Keisha. Thank you for that. Hey, Jill. Hey, Applausify, Rebecca. Let's see where this thing is headed. Let's see where this thing is headed from the standpoint of your person. Let's see what we can find out. see what we can find out. Lord have mercy, my cards. All right, I need to shuffle again. Let's see here. Let's see here. This is a tough one for Cancers to deal with. This is tough, and yet I think you're being patient or have been. This is a tough one for Cancers to have to deal with. I think it's hard for you, and I get this as a Venus in Cancer. It's hard for us to comprehend that people have trouble expressing emotion and being nurturing. They've got a lot of, actually, believe it or not, Cancer, they do want to work on this. God, my nose. I am having company later today. 5 of Swords in reverse, that's remorse. That's regret. Magician in reverse, I think they're going to realize if they're not careful, they're going to sabotage what could be an otherwise great connection for you. You know, you're like, they don't want to sabotage something with you, is what I'm saying here. And I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles and the upright, that's more attentive. Okay, particularly in a romance reading, that 8 of Pentacles is like, okay, I really care about this. I really am invested in this, and I am going to start paying better attention to Cancer, to the situation, and I'm going to put myself, you know, I'm going to show myself more. I'm going to show my feelings more, if that makes any sense. Okay, and that's what I feel that's going to happen next as far as your person and you. All right, I think it's going to improve, and that's odd because I'm not used to seeing that in a reading. You know, I mean, y'all know, I mean, God, we're used to seeing readings like, okay, they hate you, they're an idiot, and they're never going to change. I don't get that with this person. This person does have emotion for you, no doubt, and I think they're going to give it a good college try, Cancer. And my advice to you would be this. I know you're invested. My cards are telling me that, okay? And my advice, you can take this with a grain of salt. Obviously, you do what works for you. But I would just say this, if you have that conversation with your person, okay, and you see progress, you know, perfection, no, but progress and a good college try and continued open communication about this issue, then I think it could work, okay? I think it could work. I think this person loves you. I think they're into you. I think they think they feel like you guys are you're each other's person. That's the 2 of Cups here. And the 10 of Pentacles. They're heavily invested in this thing. They're heavily grounded in this thing, right? And that's what I feel like. All right. And of course, take what resonates here. This may or may not be your story. You know whether or not this person is going to work on things. And you know in your heart of hearts whether your person loves you. You know whether this is your reading. And if it's not, it's not. That's okay. Not every Cancer is having the same experience, right? That's why I offer personal readings as well. All right, let's do this, Cancerians. Let's go to those of you who are curious about what might be coming in new. This is primarily for those of you who are single. All right. Let's go to and read for Cancers that are single as a Pringle and see what we can tell you about romance coming up. Well, thank you, Mountain Mermaid. That is so sweet of you. I greatly appreciate the feedback. Here we go. Hey, Risaka. What's up? All right. Cancer, Sun, Rising, and Venus singles. What do my Cancer singles need to know about romance? What's your message today? What's your message today? Let's take a look. Self-love is powerful. I love that. 6 of Wands, you're starting to get some attention here. High Priestess, 7 of Swords in reverse. Very interesting here. You know what's funny is this. Some of you Cancerians, this is funny as all get out. God, it's such a predictable, energetic thing. What I'm picking up for a lot of my singles is this. You've kind of put love on the back burner. You're coming in as the High Priestess. You're really not going after much. Okay. You're not taking action and you're kind of being quiet. Okay. I think you're in healing mode. And I think with the 7 of Swords in reverse, I think you're focused on yourself right now, healing, doing a lot of inner work. And what's interesting is this. So as a result, when we do this, then energetically, we kind of pull back from pursuing romance with anybody, right? Well, just trust and believe when that happens, what happens? Then they start coming out of the woodworks, don't they, Cancer? All right. I feel like, and if you're not doing this, I almost feel like the focus needs to come back into you. All right. I feel like this is advice. Okay. Bring the energy back to you and focus on you, living your best life, loving on yourself, embarking upon hobbies and things that you vibe with. And that what this is telling me is that's going to open the door and you're going to start to get a lot of attention. All eyes on Cancer. This is kind of flavor of the month type energy right here. And why? Because of pulling your energy back, right? And not really focused on romance. Well, then romance focuses on you. That's literally one of the basic primary laws of energy behavior. Okay. And that's what I'm picking up here is going on. And I feel like it's kind of like because you go into yourself, you start focusing on Cancer. And it's a good thing. That's always a good thing. And so some of you are doing that. Some of you guys, that's advice. All right. Some of you guys, if you're overly focused on it, that's the blockage. Okay. But for some of you, you are literally doing that, focusing on you. Okay. Anything else I can tell my singles? Anything else? You're going to have options here. Look, the Two of Pentacles is here. You've got several options. You got something new coming towards you. At least one. I ain't even gonna lie, you got the old devil here. All right. I don't know who that is. You'll see it, especially if you're doing all this inner work like I'm suggesting. All right, you'll see this coming a mile away. All right, you'll see it. And again, I've got a couple of options here. I also feel like this because you are so focused on yourself, and not in a bad way, that's not selfish. I think you're going to take your sweet ass time making decisions about romance. I think you're going to allow people time to show you who they are before you accept anything. But I think the delay will be on your end, not theirs. I think you'll be doing the choosing instead of hoping to be chosen. And that's a pretty powerful place to be. We're going to do the Crosswatcher reading in a minute. All right, here we go. Love that, Brianna. Love, love, love it. All right, let me get a sip of water and then we're going to do the Crosswatcher reading for you guys. Okay, again, don't forget to drop a like. By the way, for those of you in Fam Jam, I delayed. I think you probably saw this on my community page. Originally, we had the Fam Jam live stream to analyze your birth chart scheduled for last night, but because I was under the weather yesterday, and I was going to try to do it, but I just could not. And that's going to be one that's going to be a heavy one, and I want to give it my best. And so I rescheduled it for Wednesday at 7 Central. All right. So if you have not joined Fam Jam yet, the link to join is in the description box below. We do weekly Q&As and we delve into things like manifesting and romance and stuff like that. And shadow work and astrology. All right, Crosswatcher reading for those of you who are new. Crosswatcher is where you listen for the sign of the person or persons that you are curious about to see what to expect in a connection with that person. That being said, Cancerians, let's do the Crosswatcher reading real quick. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am feeling better today, Michaela. Almost back at 100. Close enough to do lives. How about that? All right. If you're dealing with an Aries, expect communication. They cannot move on from this. I think they're kind of stuck on you. All right. And I think they're going to pop up or pop back up. All right. If you're dealing with a Taurus wants this. I think Taurus may have some regrets about the way they handled something with you. But they don't want to they definitely are invested. They want a relationship. Okay. I think they've got some regrets though. And I think they don't want to lose you is the energy here. Okay. If you are dealing with a Gemini, the thing about it is Gemini is invested, but I think right now Gemini may be distracted or focused on something. I'm getting almost commitment phobe vibes. With the Hierophant in reverse, they may be, Gemini's not in. I think Gemini's focused on something else, maybe work or family or something. I don't really get third-party vibes strong there, okay? If you are dealing with another Cancer, there's a blockage here, and this is a waste of time, flat out. I don't even see any communication much. If you do, it's not going to be pleasant. All right. If you're dealing with a Leo, Leo will be reaching out suddenly. Okay. There is back and forth messages here, possibly travel to see each other, that sort of thing, especially if you guys are at a distance. All right. Possible apology if you're dealing with a Leo and there is one that is due. All right. Virgo's walking away. They feel like it's too draining. Libra's very invested, but also exhausted by some stress here. Why is Libra not doing anything right now? It's like they're exhausted, stressed out. They feel like they've wasted their time, or there's been some time wasted between you guys. But they're invested. I just don't see them doing anything at the moment. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpio wants to be with you in a big way. They're very attracted to you and they think you are their person. Sagittarius, head over heart decision from a Sagittarius. They don't want I think that's a walking disaster, or they think that. Okay. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn is coming towards you, baby. Big Cancer energy here from your Capricorn. Literally, both of these cards, Cancer energy and love, and moving towards you. Distance or travels, whatever. They don't care. They're coming. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, and Aquarius is very invested. Why does Aquarius have some regrets? I don't know. Aquarius may be waiting to let things calm down, or hoping that you might reach out to them, one or the other. All right, Pisces. Pisces is releasing this. They feel like there's not there's not a future here. It couldn't go anywhere. All right. So that being said, thank you guys, Cancerians, so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Love you, Cancer cuties. Don't forget to drop a like for your girl. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I am going to read for Leo, and we are going to read for all signs today after lunch and look deeper at who is coming toward you. So don't miss it. All right. Love you guys to the moon and back. See y'all.